Hi there once again, this is Usha Pandit, your Mindsprings English teacher, and today I am going to talk about certain plurals, certain singulars actually, that do not have any plural forms. Okay, so I was going to say, going to talk to you about no plurals please. No plurals please means we don't have plurals, guys, don't use us in the plural. Use us in the singular. Singular, as you know, is just one thing and they are often countable. Plurals sometimes are not countable. Sometimes they are countable. Like if you say many girls, girls are plural and they are countable. But often certain uncountable nouns cannot be expressed in the singular. Okay. So today let's take a look at what these are. If you go to my website www.mindsprings.in, you will find a lot of my books. There is grammar with these for the primary grammar. There is writing with these, which has got tons of vocabulary that you need. And you have other books that you can look at for grammar, like language with these. So I've got a sentence for you where I need to show you how certain words are singular and you cannot put them in the plural. So let's look at one sentence to begin with. We saw many sceneries. It's wrong because you can't do sceneries. The only word you can use is scenery in the singular. Sceneries is forbidden. So the sceneries were good is also wrong. No sceneries, just scenery. The scenery was amazing. You can say that. Singular, please. Do not confuse it with the word scenario. The scenario has got nothing to do with the scenery. Scenario is when you talk about situations. Let us look at one scenario. One scenario is where the chairman has risen to power and he now has 20 companies. The other scenario is where the company drowns and he has become a pauper. Now these are two scenarios, but they are not the same as the scenery that you see if you go to Mahabaleshwar or if you go to Australia and you stand in front of the mountains or the seas. That is scenery, okay, and it's singular. Let's look at other nouns. There are a few nouns, a handful of nouns that are singular, and very often people use them in the plural and it sounds terrible. So let me give you some of those. Furniture, singular. Furnitures is wrong. He had many furnitures. The office is full of furnitures, wrong. Full of furniture. Furniture is just singular and plural. Furniture is a singular word. It's actually, we bought some furniture. It's used in the plural often. I don't think it's ever used in the singular. So if I want to say the chair, I won't say the chair is a furniture. I would say the chair is a piece of furniture. See? So it's never used it's always used in the plural. Then you have informations. Okay? Informations is wrong. Information, singular. You can't use it in the plural. I have many informations, wrong. I have a lot of information, uncountable. He had much information to give. Information. Insurance is again singular. They took many insurances? No. They took a lot of insurance. See, this a lot of is a good one to use for these kind of uncountables like insurance. Insurance you don't take. You can say I took several insurance policies, but you don't say I took several insurances. Never. Luggages. She carried so much luggage with her. Luggage, not luggages. She had just one piece of luggage. See this one piece coming up for singular. If you had just one bag, you would say one piece of luggage. Troubles. Now you will say no, troubles can be plural. All his troubles. We do say that, but normally trouble is enough. He had a lot of trouble is better than he had so many troubles. It's more colloquial than we think. Breads. Breads, people do use breads. They have a variety of breads is used colloquially, but breads typically is not used in the plural, it is singular. There are so many poors in India. There are so many poor people in India, or there's so much poverty in India, or the poor have been suffering for such a long time, but never poors. P-O-O-R-S, no, no, no. Poetries. She has written so many poetries. The poet has written so many poetries. Wrong. Poetry is singular and plural. You do not use poetries. He has written a lot of poetry. He is a prolific writer. He has written a lot of poems. You want plural, use poems. Do not use poetries. Monies. How much monies do you make? No. How much money do you make? Monies is never used. It's always money. You must have heard this one. I have a lot of homeworks. If you have English and you have science and you have maths homework, then a lot of people say, I have a lot of homeworks. Never. Homeworks is always used in the singular, homework. Works. He does a lot of works. He has a lot of works is wrong. Work. Singular and plural. Helps. He has a lot of helps is again wrong. He has a lot of help. That's it. It could be help in the form of 20 people who are employed by him, but it is still help. It is never helps. Helpers, you can say. Helping hands, you can say, but not helps. If you want to say, there are people who, even if you say home help, you still say home help, you don't say helps. Okay? Knowledges is another one. So many knowledges. Knowledge, singular. Uncountable, it's a mass, it is endless, like the ocean. So knowledge. There was a lot of knowledge, there was much to gain, there was so much knowledge in him. Knowledge is something, knowledge, never knowledges. This you must have heard. The bride was given so much jewelries or so many jewelries. She has so many jewelries. Wrong. She has a lot of jewelry. She has plenty of jewelry. Singular. Jewelry. Not jewelry, jewelry. A jewel, not a jewel. So these are some just small little pronunciation errors, but this plural is wrong. Then there are these words like clarity, honesty, courage, bravery, greed, anger, racism, education, luck. All these kind of words are also singular. You can't say clarities, honesties, courages, braveries, greeds. We don't do this. That you don't find so much. I have not heard a lot of this happening. But the others that I talked to you about is very common. So you need to avoid that. All of these words that I have given you, I am going to put it in the description box so that you can actually stick it up on your walls if you are making mistakes on these words. And when you use them, be extra careful. When you teach them, make sure that your students know that these are all words that are singular. And no plurals, please. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope you have better English because you are watching me giving you these tips, however small, very significant. Okay? So till I meet you again, guys, keep smiling.